Bienvenidos a Tina Spanish Cafe, where we share a little bit of conversation, a little bit of cafecito, and most important, a Spanish lesson. Cafecito is an important part of Latin culture and an important part of my culture because it represents good conversation and good friends. I have a lot of cafecito cups and they all represent something meaningful. This one was given to me by my friend Altagracita. She did tell me not to use it because it's a limited edition, but I couldn't resist. It's an original and it represents the culture of the Dominican Republic. So gracias Altagracita. Qué rico el cafecito. The lesson for today is the conjugation of AR ending verbs in Spanish. In order to do that, the first thing that we have to do is to explain what is a conjugation. Because for the most part, in English, we don't conjugate verbs. In fact, most of the people, vamos a la pizarra, let's go to the board. Most people that I talk to, English speakers, have never even heard the word conjugation. Don't worry about that. My definition of conjugation is that every subject takes its own form of the verb. The group of verbs we're working with today are the group of verbs that are two things in Spanish. They're regular. That means they follow the same pattern and they all end in AR. So all these verbs end in AR, and in their basic form, these are all verbs. A verb in its basic form is called the infinitive. Let's take the verb hablar. Hablar. This is its basic form, ending in AR. It is called the infinitive. It means to speak or to talk. Before you use it, you need to conjugate it. For instance, you say yo. Never say yo hablar, because that would be like saying I to speak. You need to say I speak. With the yo form, the ending, you drop the AR and you add an O to the ending. And so it becomes yo hablo. Oh, I've heard a lot of people say yo habla español. From now on, no. It's yo hablo. Kind of rhymes. Yo hablo. Tú. I'm speaking to you directly. I say, tú hablas. Again, you drop the AR, you add AS. Tú hablas español. Yo hablo español. Tú hablas español. What if I'm saying he or she speaks Spanish? Él, that's he. Ella, that's she. Or usted, the formal form of tú. When you are talking directly to someone in authority or someone that you don't know well, you use usted. Usted habla. Now you add just an a. Habla. Él habla español. Ella, la chica, habla español. Or usted, I'm talking maybe to my teacher, usted habla español. Notice that all these subjects here are singular. Now let's go to the plural subjects, like nosotros. Nosotros. The form here is hablamos. You add mos, hablamos. Ustedes, meaning you guys, or you all, if you're from the South. Ustedes, the form here is hablan. Hablan. The end. Español. And finally, ellos y ellas. Ellos meaning they masculine, ellas meaning they feminine, or if it's a mixed group, then you always use the masculine form ellos. So I'm going to just write ellos and ellas, and they take the same form as ustedes, hablan. I like to write them out though, to write this form out. Hablan. All AR ending verbs in Spanish that are regular, when you conjugate them, take these forms. Again, to conjugate means that every subject takes its own ending. Before you conjugate a verb, when it just ends in AR in this case, it is called the infinitive. Remember, a subject is the person or the thing, or if it's plural, the persons or things that are performing the action. In this case is yo hablo, tú hablas, él, the subject here is él, whether it's el profesor, el muchacho, or la muchacha, habla. Nosotros, that's the subject here, hablamos. Ustedes, I'm not included here, ustedes hablan, and then ellos y ellas hablan. This same pattern follows, like I said, all regular AR verbs. You have escuchar, to listen. Yo escucho la lección. Yo escucho la música. Nosotros escuchamos la música. Brillar, to shine. El sol brilla, the sun shines. In this case, the subject is not a person, it's the sun. It doesn't matter. We're talking about here, the sun. El sol brilla todos los días en la Florida. The sun shines every day in Florida. Llevar, another AR verb, to carry. Yo llevo el cafecito a mamá. I carry the cafecito to my mother. Los alumnos, the students, llevan los libros en la mochila. They carry the books in the backpacks. Llevar, enseñar is another one. Bailar. Yo bailo tango, o nosotros bailamos merengue, ella baila flamenco. Cantar, to sing, or contar, to count. I hope you have my lesson on the vowel sound, the pronunciation in Spanish, because that's a good example. Cantar, that's an A. Cantar, as opposed to contar. Contar, which means to count. I do have a long list of AR regular verbs in Spanish, and I will be glad to supply that to you in my written version of this lesson. Please visit my website at tinaspanishcafe.com or www.tinaspanishcafe.com. Gracias y hasta la próxima.